Well, we've definitely faced some challenges in implementing mobile solutions and had to come up with some creative ways in order to address them. One of the big challenges is that if you are doing a system where you're communicating back over web services to a back-end, say CRM system, that if you want to allow updates of the data on the tablet, but also want to allow intraday updates of coming from the CRM system to the tablet, you kind of have to keep the two pieces of data separate. So we would take the updates that would come over from the CRM system, keep them in one set of tables, and then any data that was entered on the tablets or altered, we would keep in a second set of tables. This way that if you then kept getting refreshes from your CRM system, and if you kept clobbering the CRM set of data in order to always have the freshest data represented on the tablet, you didn't also clobber the changes that you'd made on the tablet. So we joined between these tables using some sort of foreign key relationship. And that was a workaround that allowed us to kind of keep the state separate. You can still have some issues here though, especially if you need to do something like have a version number on all of the tables that you're interacting with and entities that you're interacting with in your CRM system. If you need to block against something like the person on the tablet making updates while a person back at headquarters is making updates as well, you're going to have to embed version numbers in order to be able to figure out whether or not there's a collision. But for the most part, we designed the apps so that the techs out in the field were dealing with one set of data, making their updates, and that the folks back at the headquarters were dealing with other pieces of data in the CRM system, and we were kind of joining the two together with a foreign key relationship. Another one is, how frequently are you going to request updates? Ideally, the folks in the field will always be kind of up to the second, have the most frequent data updates that you can get away with. But from a practical perspective, if you're asking for updates every minute, every 30 seconds, every 5 seconds, or some intense frequency, then you're going to be hammering the back-end servers all the time, and you're going to be shipping a lot of data back and forth each time, which can start chewing up your data plan. You have to figure out, okay, if I have this tech out in the field for 22 or 26 days a month, and he's using 100K versus a meg versus 500 megs a day, what does that add up to? With most carriers, kind of defaulting to 2 or 3 gig data plans or a few unlimiteds here and there, you have to be cognizant, are we going to cause overages with the amount of data that we're shipping back and forth multiplied by the frequency that we're shipping that data?